We've lost the ash pan and it's become a whole thing. We can't find it anywhere. We've checked the gas locker, under the bed, behind the sofa, in the water pump tank thing. Nowhere to be found. The last place to check is what we call the cupboard of doom. We're just keeping it real. I feel like every home has a drunk drawer or a doom cupboard. This is ours. So we've got all of our shopping bags. The trolley stays in here. Spare life jackets. And then just everything. And we're really hoping it's in here.
Even though it's getting way colder, the evenings can still be really pretty, and we're only here for a week. There's not really much in this place, but still nice to have a little toodle around and check out the little local villages. It's not always nice though. The geese have been making a racket all evening, and now we've got to trek about 20 minutes to go and get our food shop, and it's 9:30 at night.
That'll do, won't it?
Yeah. It's a pretty big gap.
Yeah. Here we go.
Trek through a field in the middle of the night for about half an hour to get our food shop.
We really needed some food, and the only time slot Tesco had for the next 3 days was like the really late ones, and there's no shops now. So this is really a last resort. Don't worry, trust me, we didn't just do this for fun.
That being said, we did think that you could get a delivery van closer than you can.
Yeah.
So we thought it was only going to be about a 5-minute walk across the field rather than a 20-minute walk to the town. Oh well. I'm tired. We're not even halfway there yet, and we haven't even got the shopping yet.
That's a bit silly. Do you think we should have found some?
Probably. This is definitely one of the sillier things that we've done. It's very dark and very foggy.
Well, we've just run out of food, and we tried the Premier earlier. There's nothing.
It's very true.
It's so much harder when you don't have a car.
Yeah. Is that them? The light at the end of the dark road. I normally call ahead when they are about sort of 10-15 minutes away, but we haven't had one, which is throwing us off. But I'm pretty sure this is it. Oh yeah.
Hello. Didn't bank on the gate being locked.
No,
I knew exactly where you. I live locally, so
right.
I knew exactly where you meant.
we walked down earlier and it was open, and then
How far's your boat? Is it sort of just on the river, literally there?
yeah,
it's
just on the
up from
field.
lot. It's really muddy.
Bye.
See ya. Off into the darkness I go. Enjoying our evening entertainment?
Yep. of the evening stroll. Final stretch.
This is absolutely exhausting.
There's the boat. Now to just get it over the plank somehow. We did it! Well done. It's the dog food.
Once again, it's the pets.
And somewhere in there are 4 pumpkins.
It's the pets and you lot. Here we go. Good luck. And she's on.
It doesn't help that I painted this section of the boat earlier.
Yeah, all that shiny bit is wet paint. Bit wobbly today.
Right, go on then.
You're gonna have to hold it from underneath. Hold the board steady.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What are you doing? Just walking over all the way?
Yes. Easy. So I'll just stay calm.
Yeah.
That was horrible. It's coming up to 11 now. Now all we've got to do is put it all away. The gas has just run out. It's freezing cold. It's really wet and slippery, but it's got to be done. The good thing is though, you can potentially get some more in Reading. We've gone down the side there, that's what we've got grip to. It's so slippery. I just need to go over the slippery crutch.
It's really windy.
Yeah.
There's Wes.
Blurred around all over the shop.
Be careful.
Me aching bones.
Time to walk down the side.
Only now, my legs are cramping from having to crouch awkwardly. The wind is not helping. Am I on the grip yet?
Nearly. Yeah. Oh my god.
Every muscle in my leg tense. And they're already really sore.
Oh, the plank's fallen in.
Oh, great.
Right, come on then, Rufus. Come on, let's get cozy again. It's raining.
Yeah, it's just starting to rain. Rufus, in. Come on.
Oh yeah, it's raining, isn't it? In. Go on.
Rufus. Good boy. Come on. Up.
Go on then, hop.
Good boy. Yay. Oh, yay.
Now that that's all done, we are gonna cook dinner because there's no chip shop around here, so we have to behave. And a lot of you say that you would like to see more of Wes's amazing cooking, so tonight he's gonna cook one of our favourite meals. Now we're all stocked up from Tesco, so excited.
We're making steak, mash and greens.
First things first, get the mash going.
Probably the thing that takes the longest to cook, so just get them going first. Don't always peel them, but feeling fancy. We'll just boil the potatoes with some, I don't even know what do you call it, just
Coarse salt.
big salt, because we tend to put all the flavours in after, during the mashing phase. that fresh gas canister in action. So it's not what you'd expect, but the greens are actually the star of the show. And it's a recipe that my sister taught me, and they're so good. You've got to try them. We start with just chucking a load of garlic.
Gotta have all that garlic.
Into the butter. No idea how much I use, just however much I can be bothered to chop. And then while that is just starting to warm up, they're literally just spring greens. You can get them in most supermarkets. I think they're generally overlooked. They're dead cheap, and Dupes really loves them as well, so he gets all the offcuts. My preferred way to chop these is to get a bunch of the leaves, roll them up, and then slice them sort of fairly thin. And by now your garlic should be doing its thing. Doesn't cook down as much as spinach, but it does get smaller. I use quite a lot.
See, we don't just eat chips. Sometimes we eat really stereotypically vegan things like giant leaves.
So once they've fried up a bit, slam a little bit of water in. And just start throwing all sorts into it, really. Start with a stock cube, bit of nooch.
Nutritional yeast, which is vitamin B12 extra goodness.
And a bunch of other healthy things. Can throw in a bit of garlic powder because you can never have too much garlic. Throw in a bit of pepper. And just a ton of soy sauce, which I put in basically everything savoury. As promised, it has shrivelled down to about half the size. And just cover it for a bit. We haven't got a pan lid for this pan, annoyingly, but that kind of does the job. And just leave it to simmer for a bit. Potatoes are softening up, and the greens are pretty much cooked down now. It's time to make it no longer healthy by putting in loads of cream, but this is the best bit. And just pour. Oops.
Give it a chance, it starts to look nicer.
Okay. Today we are using the meatless farm steaks. I don't think we've tried these ones yet.
No.
But we never really mind what goes with this. We'll use like a Kiev or anything really. Oops, that's way too much.
Don't put as much as Wes just put on.
Put less than that on. That's way too much.
Probably too much butter.
Loads of butter, just to emphasise we are not vegan for health reasons. Bit of pepper, bit of nooch, a little bit of garlic salt, a splash of oat milk, and just start mashing it all together.
I've been trusted with mashing duty.
This is Amy's aggressive patented mashing technique.
When I first heard that Wes did this, I was like, what? But I'm a convert.
It goes with everything.
Mayonnaise.
Mayo improves literally everything savoury. But you just put a little glob in it. It works. I didn't think it was weird. My family's always done it.
It is a bit weird. It actually doesn't take that long to cook either, does it?
No, the most annoying part of it is that I try to really optimise how many pots I use because I don't like washing up. And this one does use more because it's 3 whole pans.
Which for a boat is quite a lot.
Yeah.
Time to dish up.
Presentation is not my strong suit.
Slop it on. Look at that mound of mash. They look much better now.
Try not to flick it absolutely everywhere. Alright, and then I normally stick these on the mash because then the juicy bits run into the mash.
Ta-da! Well done, Wes.
There you go. Steak mash and greens.
Dinner, dinner.
Rufus, you're not having any of it. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, and relax.
Cheers.
Good night.
We hope you enjoyed spending a chaotic evening with us. Huge thank you to Keith and Gary for the chips this week. Hope everything's going well. And make sure you subscribe to see next week as it's a big one for us.